I'm just coming up to some ground that has been badly scorched in wildfires, and I've been looking at some of the plants that have started to colonise this really badly scorched land. When I mean badly scorched, where there's no grass recovered at all. And this is the land that suffered the wildfire. And I'm just going to be looking at some of these really badly scorched areas like this. And you can see there's nothing actually recovered yet on this land, and a lot of plants not growing. But here we've got spear thistle as a plant that's growing in the middle of a really badly scorched area. We've got goosegrass, Gallium aperine, and we've got dove's foot cranesbill that have appeared on this site as pioneers. And I know there's some other kinds of plants that are really interesting growing here, and I can see one over here. This is a plant called great lettuce, Lactuca virosa, and I haven't seen this plant growing on this site before, but it's on several of these badly scorched areas. There's a big plant that's well developed here. And there are a number of these lettuces. They're not really edible, but they do have some herbal value. This bit of badly scorched ground, really the only things we've got coming up are dove's foot cranesbill, geranium mole and goosegrass coming up next to it. And nothing else has really developed here. This is a site a few hundred metres away from where I've just been, and we've got some, again, dove's foot cranesbill, geranium mole taking over the site here where the ground is scorched. And not only that, we've got a lot of these much smaller plants that seem to have set seed abundantly on the site. And this is hairy bittercress, Cardamom hirsuta. Lots of it here. And growing among the cranesbills, we've got another great lettuce, and a lot of these plants coming up on this site. I don't recall ever seeing them here before. Maybe they're invaders, the seed has blown in, or maybe the seed has simply been activated by the fire. I can't be too sure about that. 100 yards further on, we've got much more hairy bittercress coming up in large patches. Again, we don't know whether the seed has blown in, whether it's simply recovered and is growing on this scorched land. But there's really loads of it here. If I take you over here, we can see that. You can see that, and a less well developed great lettuce here. Spear thistle. Spear thistle there, but look how these seeds have dropped and produced large numbers of plants in one location. And I'm walking over to some sites that I know are really badly burnt, and interested to see what is growing at these sites. And this site is badly burnt, and as we look at it, we've got goosegrass here again, Gallium, some a sow thistle coming up here, and other thistles. But again, the most abundant thing growing here is Gallium, or cleavers, Gallium aperine. And I'm sure that in a few months these plants will cover this site. We'll have to see. A really badly scorched piece of land here, and a number of plants growing on it, but not many at all, and very few of them are well developed. A couple of thistles here, that'll be a spear thistle, another spear thistle, and of course goosegrass, Gallium aperine. And as I'm walking over to this area, you can see just how much of the land is badly scorched here. It's right next to a fence, next to Oxford Business College on Carlton Road. They were lucky that this fire didn't spread to the college buildings. But here you can see not much growing apart from the goosegrass again, Gallium aperine, as a pioneer plant on this scorched soil. And again, a thistle here just coming up, seedling, and these goosegrass don't appear to be such young seedlings. They've been here obviously for a while. And walking a bit further, the amount of goosegrass, gallium, is phenomenal. It's covering a lot of this area now, just showing what a successful weed and pioneer colonizer it is. I say it's over all this site, over this piece of scorched land. A few other plants coming up, ragwort, dead nettles and thistles, but nowhere near as many as the cleavers or goosegrass. And here's yet another really badly scorched piece of land. The usual suspects growing here. Goosegrass, gallium there, groundsel, Senecio, and the thistles again. Not much else to see here, and maybe there'll be more in a few months' time. But I wanted to see exactly what had happened. It's been about 6 months now since there was a wildfire here, and you can see a lot of this land hasn't recovered at all. But I'm sure there'll be other seedlings coming up sometime in the next few weeks and months, and so there'll be a very interesting display, probably come April, May time, with different coloured flowers, and hopefully some of these plants will remain in check and not overgrow the whole area. I'm worried that the goosegrass is becoming so abundant that it will cover the whole amount of land. But we do have some other ones here. We have some tares, small pea flowers that are growing here, and there's not many of them, and there's more of these giant lettuce here, and let's see what happens over the next few months. I'll probably make another video on this in a month's time, and you'll be able to see how this land has progressed and how the burnt area has managed to recover. So thanks for watching. If you like this, please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you again soon. Thank you.